Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Harvest Moon. Yes, we shall write in our diary before we go to bed. Thursday, 11th of spring. Money is real good. We're actually very close to our goal of 5,000 gold and the material because I went around and chopped some trees down. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to water these plants after we, of course, go get our fish of the day. And we are actually going to get that house upgrade before we do anything, including buying, crops. Because just a couple of these fish is a few packs of seeds. And my cat. Well, I hope that didn't do anything to the recording. I'm gonna have to check later. I sometimes wish that I had a different room in this house for recording that did not have any cats in it. Because I think that just messed up my entire day in this game. Like, I think all my plans are really out the window at this point. For those of you who aren't aware, she knocked over a water bottle onto my keyboard, which almost caused my recording to stop. And could have messed up OBS entirely. Because there's a lot of keybinds in it that I have. For start, stop, pause, all that. I really hope I can take this fish to the thing before it's too late. I think I made it just in time. Is that all you're shipping today? It costs a 680 gold in total. I'll put the money in the box tomorrow. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be harvesting that grass up there for one, because once it gets that color, it can be harvested to be turned into fodder. We're going to be watering these plants, and then we're going to be focusing on getting our house upgrade, because we're going to be getting that the next day. And then we will not be worrying about that for a while. As far as the next house upgrade goes, it would really be a load off my shoulders if we just got that, because that's such a large amount to pay for one thing. Alright. Always good to get this fodder as soon as you see it's grown, so it can grow again very fast. Alright, well, I want to show off what I did when I walked around and I started to chop down some of these trees. I finished up this area, which I still need to open this up. I'm using these rocks as sort of a fence. I do not know if they work, but we're going to be trying that out. Because a lot of this, fencing is going to need to be saved up. Also started clearing this area out as well. But I figured we could do a lot of this in the actual recording itself. Because I didn't want to skip out any of this in the actual recording when I was, doing everything off screen. I wanted to make sure everybody also seen what I was doing. Clear out all this grass. Because we're going to be expanding relatively fast, given what we've already done. I mean, we're going to be buying a lot more seeds afterwards to maximize profit. More than I normally would, because I'm going to start cutting my watering sprees out. So we're going to be also making as much use of how much we can plant before the end of the season is up, because we need that money to invest into the farm. We're going to need way more grass than we've got. We're going to need way more chickens, and we're going to need to start getting cows too, so yeah, we just got a lot planned. I do remember that me and my sister did use this to be somewhat effective, but I do not remember if it was. I just remember that we used a lot of the rocks to frame in the map. And we didn't really have any issues with coyotes. I don't remember there being an issue with coyotes, since these don't break like other things do. This is kind of expanding a little bit to our borders. I'm going to be getting rid of the big rocks, though, because those are really not helpful at all. Alright. Do not use your scythe on these weeds, by the way, because it just takes unnecessary amounts of energy. Also, when you finally do start to break these down, it's very helpful to have them just all lined up, because, one, it makes things look nicer, but two, when you actually do want to get rid of these, if they don't work, because I cannot vouch for that, my memory is a bit hazy. If this does not work, you can just rapid fire break them. You can just walk up, break, walk up, break, walk up, break, turn, walk up, break, you know. It's really cool, though, the amount of customization you can really do for this type of thing, though. And we will be buying a chicken that will hatch other chickens before we managed testing the coyote stuff. Because, frankly, I don't want to throw all my chickens in one basket with a coyote in it. Not a good idea. Alright. Just place some rocks. Just place some rocks. If anything, weeds are a little bit of the worst because you can't jump over them. You can't jump over rocks either, which sucks. So rocks aren't really good to be used as dividers, but they are good for walling. It's kind of funny, this is the only game where material like stone cannot be used to build anything. Games like Harvest Moon DS and DS Cute, you could actually use fodder to build buildings, and that was not a good idea because while you could get farm animals after that, if the wind blew ever so slightly to the wrong side of, you know, the barn, you'd lose the barn, you'd lose all your animals in it too, and that the animals were way more expensive. Because I think the fodder barns were like, I don't know, they were like a few thousand gold a piece, and then the farm animals were way more than that. You could also use stone, which was the second best material in the game. Golden lumber being the strongest. They got very obtuse with house upgrades, though. I wish they were more like this. But now it's like, well, you have to do a request board in order to get your house upgraded. Oh no, you gotta do this in order to get your house upgraded. You gotta buy things on a TV channel that is so obscure that nobody would ever know that the TV channel has that as a feature every Sunday, and the only way you can buy said item is if you had a phone. Yeah. Which you also had to get, I believe, by elaborate means. I think, honestly, because of that reason, stuff like, More Friends of Mineral Town and DS and DS Cute are some of the most annoying Harvest Moons to play, and I do not recommend them at all. The other DS Harvest Moon clones are way better than the DS Cute or DS versions. And generally have fun mechanics, but, you know, DS Cute and even More Friends of Mineral Town just feel like experiments, but experiments gone wrong. Like, it's unfortunate that the games ended up that way for DS, at least. And DS Cute was also just a port from the male version with a lot of bugs. Because they didn't fully port everything over. Or change everything. And as a result, when you get something so varied, you get a lot of bugs as a result of that. Go away, weeds! Not welcome here. There's a lot of things in this farm that I'm pretty darn sure that there's a lot of people that play this game and don't even know about or seen. This well here is one of them. Go away, weeds. And again, preparation is half the battle. This is the only reason why we're really doing this is because this will significantly help us later. And it will also cut off a lot of that work that we'll need to be doing later. As a result. As I always say with this particular game, it's better to get this stuff done when you first start than it is later, when you have a lot of stuff to do and manage. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay. The big rocks I'm not going to be too worried about right now. I'll just work around them since we still have so much space, but they will be taken out very shortly. It's just not going to worry about them right now. Right now I'm just focused on getting all these little stones organized. Put to the side. Throw, throw. Again, this is just going to help us so much in the long run. May I actually have enough stones to wrap around the entire thing without having to use any of my fencing? The second cat. Alright. Back to stones we go. And then the day after tomorrow, we can actually get the house upgrade. Which is gonna be great. Chop, 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 chop. Also, for the last day, the the day that I started recording on, I did give Ellie something, just saying, if anybody didn't see me give Ellie anything, I did give Ellie something off screen. Or Ellen. Which I do not recommend going a day without giving someone something, because again, it's just gonna add up later. That's not something you want adding up. Yeah, I think we really will have enough stones to just wrap this entire area in just stones. And then I don't think we have to worry too much about, coyotes or anything. Because again, I believe these stones count as fencing. A. Go in placement. Okay, never mind, you can go over here. Alright. And anything we don't have enough for, we can just end up using fencing for the majority of it, if there's any left. Because we do have a lot of fence still available to us that's already default fence, so... Caution. It's gonna be a pain to put that rock there, isn't it? Ooh, it actually was easy. Okay. Go away. And again, this is all preparation, because I'm gonna start actually buying a lot of seeds after this. Like, I'm gonna be starting to buy a lot of potato seeds. And faint. Cover this. Cons are our friend. And I think we're actually going to end this off here, and then we're going to start the next day in the next episode. Just so that there's something different other than me just picking grass and moving stones from place to place. Alright, see you guys in the next one.